convening this global convention. Your unwavering support for our university, your alma mater, only commendable, it is foundational to the progress we have achieved together. You have consistently fostered innovation, provided mentorship, and you've championed institutional advancement with passion and consistency. On behalf of the entire university community, where I am the Chancellor, I say a heartfelt thank you to you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if you have not associated with EKSU or the alumni well, please do so. This is going to be the best university in Nigeria, that I can assure you, and this mandate is coming from the only person, the visitor, the governor himself, Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji. The true measure of a great university is no longer confined to its physical gates. It is measured by global reach, its digital footprint, and the ability to connect minds, knowledge, and opportunity across borders. And this is for real. We're progressing gradually towards this. I must pause here to again offer profound gratitude to the Executive Governor of Ekiti State. Your Excellency, your strategic decision, leadership, and belief in the potential of this university are the very reason I stand before you today as the Chancellor. Now, not only that, the governor is the direct catalyst for my philanthropic work, and that was why Tunji Ololafe Foundation was formed. In any event, since our forefathers, Ekiti has long been recognized as the intellectual powerhouse of the black race. Wherever you go, if it's about intellectualism, Ekitis are leading. I must commend the governor for adding ethics to the state secondary school syllabus and also focusing on applied innovation rather than mere academic prestige. Ekiti will transition from a center of scholarly commentary to a center of invention. Again, we're on the progress. We're doing that. And we recognize that building digital bridges requires material and intellectual investment in our students, our lecturers, and the infrastructure. We can see the results from the global president's leadership, the alumni mentorship, the volunteering initiative, and I do understand that the governor and the speaker have mentored over 200 students altogether. My foundation has also been honored to complement your efforts through targeted high-impact interventions that reinforce this partnership. We have sponsored some of our lecturers on international exchange programs that bring global insights into our classrooms. We have also funded scholarship schemes to ensure that no deserving student is left behind. Global President alluded to the fact that last year, same time last year, we had the 11th convention. So I thought I should provide a bit of leadership and insisted that all our conventions must be in Ado-Ekiti. I know that today we are fanning ourselves. May I pledge that next year we would have nice air conditioners and you may need to wear jackets so that you will not be too cold. So I was waiting for governor to know what his 24 civil engineering students have gone. They had been with high-tech construction company. They had worked and got experience on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, the 750-kilometer road that connects the southern coast of Nigeria, being delivered by federal government of Nigeria under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. May I recognize Professor Ogundipe of Civil Engineering Department, Faculty of Engineering, for his leadership in shaping the talent deployed to Coastal Road. Again, the governor is practical. He's doing a lot for the students directly. And we get his inspiration, and God continue to bless you, sir. Speaking of talents, I recall my interaction with one of those students, Testimony Aduragbeni, a student of Civil Engineering Department at EKSU. He stood out for his charisma and for championing the welfare and interest of his fellow students while they were at high-tech doing their practicals, internship. Although she's not here, I must recognize Her Excellency Dr. Olayemi Oyebanji. She gave us the initiative and also supported us to award cash of 500,000 naira each to 200 students that had first class across all departments. I'm deliberately diving in, and it's deliberate. It's to encourage all of us. We just have to come back to EKSU to support however micro is very important. That takes me to Professor Oke. He's the head of Department Finance Department. We worked with him. He's in the Faculty of Management. The CFA Institute was established the EKSU Investment Club for students. Our investment club is housed with a trade dealing room equipped with 20 computers, devices with software, internet supply, and solar power. What this does is that it's a strategic tool to move education from theory to reality by enabling hands-on experience in market analysis, portfolio construction, and risk management. This exposure cultivates financial literacy, sharpens critical thinking, and enhances employability in global finance and capital markets roles upon graduation. We predict that in the next 10 years, CEOs of banks, insurance, CBN governors, deputy, they should all come from EKSU. Just say amen, please. There is a professor again, Professor Adeyinka Aturamu. One of the brightest minds I've ever worked with. Is the head of the Department of Geology. The foundation supported EKSU Geology Department by investing in foundational infrastructure, including 5 kV, 8V solar inverter, 10 rooms, workstation, all the works. But the most important thing is the attitude, the leadership, the quality of the personnel in EKSU. They're all second to none. If I've not mentioned a particular professor or lecturer, it's not because they are not renowned, it's just we have not gotten to relate together yet. But there is a lot to do. Excellency, sir, I said you inspired me and you continuously inspire me. I saw your ring road. So from Lagos all the way to EKSU, maybe 45 minutes altogether. Congratulations again. You have one of the best airports. Even the pilot told us that the concrete is solid, is world class. Ekushe. One project we're extremely proud of is the establishment of Gwemi Olowolafe Memorial ICT Center and Gwemi Olowolafe Memorial Community Secondary School, of course, in Are-Ekiti City. So the citation was, of course, exaggerated. I honestly, if I saw that citation, I would have probably removed 50% of what was alluded to me. But the only thing that I really like was not mentioned. I'm the patron of Are-Ekiti Progressive Union. I am the patron. So these two entities were founded through the visionary drive of Are-Ekiti Progressive Union, whose members were central to the establishment. It was Are-Ekiti Progressive Union that magnanimously decided to name both facilities in the honor of my late wife, Mrs. Gbemisola Olowolafe, who passed away on the 11th of March 2025. The name was subsequently presented to the State Ministry of Education, which sought and obtained the necessary approval from the state governor, for which we are profoundly grateful. Modukwa Eshesa. What is interesting is that we're democratizing digital technology. So the only way and the best way is for charity to begin from home. And I know that Prof is still looking. Professor Olufemi Oke is also a deputy VC, but he is the president of Are Progressive Union. So, as you would know, the secondary school, modern, but the interesting thing is the community participation. The secondary school was built by direct labor. APU, Are-Ekiti Progressive Union, did all the work. As I speak to you, I've not even inspected the facility. But everybody else, technical people that have inspected, is a world class, is grade A. So Are is going to protect Ekiti at all costs. The ICT Center, we have welcomed 250 learners already. We have 50 students from EKSU. Our strategy is simple: democratize, use EKSU as a collaboration center, as a focus. So before they know it, we will have our own Elon Musk from Ekiti. The center provides beyond computer literacy. It offers, please listen carefully, it offers hands-on instruction in high-demand fields like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, cyber security, and blockchain. By prioritizing practical application and industry-recognized certifications, some Are-Ekiti is just the beginning. We're going to do a lot in Ekiti. Just continue to support our governor. We have direct access to him, and he does all we want, and we do all he asks us to do. We recently obtained access to Oreku University Learning Management System to provide our learners with access to learn about Oreku's innovation. Again, Excellency, why would I not mention it? EKSU is now 15 minutes from Are, the ring road again. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to state that as of today, we have children in Gbemisola Olowolafe Memorial Community Secondary School in Are singing Mandarin thanks to the platform of YouTube and Duolingo, which is powered with the center is powered 24 hours with solar and satellite. Our projections indicate that by next year we should have in that single center at least 2,500 registered learners. So I've taken your time. His Excellency was not here when I said next year It's going to be cold here. We're going to have enough air conditioners. We would have improved this place. So you may need to come with your winter jackets, those of you from distinguished guests, Excellencies, sir, our work is far from done. We have a lot to do, and we just need to be focused, like those that I've mentioned, being led by you. We thank God you have your second term, and you know how it is. Please, let's congratulate the governor ahead. Please, let's congratulate him. He's going to lead us into prosperity. We're going to become global. You would note Oracle would employ them from anywhere in Ekiti. Ekiti will lead Nigeria in prosperity. We have all it takes. We are committed to this shared journey. We're committed. I was told that I have to now preside over the induction of our distinguished alumni into the EKSU Alumni Hall of Fame. We pride in our shared heritage, hope in the digital bridges we'll build together. It is my distinct honor to declare the 12th Global Convention of EKSU Alumni Association officially open. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that enlightening and visionary keynote. Who would all agree with me that the keynote speech touched every nook and cranny that it should? He gave all the information that it should. Thank you so much, sir. Right about now to take the citation of the convention lecturer. Please welcome Dr. Jadesola Babatola, who is going to be welcoming the convention lecturer, speaking on the theme Beyond the Walls, Building Digital Bridges for Impact. Please make welcome Dr. Jadesola Babatola with a round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Our inestimable and highly respected visitor, Governor Biodun Oyebanji, our outstanding and exceptional Chancellor, Dr. Olo Fela, our Vice Chancellor, Professor J.B. Ayodele, the Global President, Ambassador Sheyi Oban Idowu, and his entire team, Kabiesi, the Olowo of our kingdom, all distinguished guests and great alumni of our world-class institution, Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti, the guest lecturer at the 2025 Global Alumni Convention of Ekiti State University. I stand on established protocols. Permit me to therefore invite the guest lecturer of today's convention to stand before us, before this august assembly, and remain standing. Dr. Vincent Olatunji. Dr. Vincent Olatunji is one of our very dear distinguished alumnus in this great institution. Wikipedia introduced him as a Nigerian policy innovator, public sector analyst, and the National Commissioner of the Nigerian Data Protection Commission.
Olatunji is a national
His early life and education started
Data Protection
in Ekiti
Commission,
State, where he was born about 6 decades ago. He attended Ondo State University, then called Osua, now Ekiti State University, EKSU, in the 80s. In later years, he proceeded to the University of Lagos in 1996, where he obtained a diploma in computer science, advanced diploma in computer science, a master's degree, and much later a doctor of philosophy degree in geography and planning. His career life cycle since graduation from the university started with the Federal Civil Service as a research officer in the Federal Urban Mass Transit Agency before moving to the National Information Technology Development Agency in the Research and Statistics Department. He rose to become the NIDA Director in 2014 and Acting Director General in 2016. He worked as the Director of E-Governance and Regulations at NIDA and chaired the Nigerian Data Protection Commission Implementation Committee before he was appointed the National Commissioner of the Nigerian Data Protection Agency in 2022. He is a certified public-private partnership specialist, IP3 specialist, and a certified data protection officer. He has worked in the public sector for over 3 decades, acquiring practical proficiency and thorough understanding of government operations in Nigeria and other countries. He has brought to the board significant experience in team building, research activities, policy development, and strategic planning on various development initiatives across the globe. And he has done so much for the 3 areas of government in Nigeria. He offers significant capability in the delivery of high-value outcomes as a skilled negotiator, social networker, and public speaker, whose personal focus is on working with teams and individuals to maximize economic potentials. Globally, Dr. Olatunji has been recognized in many capacities in the field of ICT and data science. He was appointed to the Forbes Technology Council in 2023. He has developed strategies and framework for implementation to the Nigerian e-governance and the National ICT Transformation Agenda, which led to the development of various policies like Nigeria Interoperability Framework, Nigeria Government Enterprise Agriculture Architecture Framework, Cloud First Policy, Government Digital Service Policy, Nigeria Data Protection Regulation, and Smart Initiative Framework to enhance Nigeria digital transformation. Awards in recognition earned by Dr. Olatunji include GNC Digital Hall of Fame Award for his contribution to emerging technology for development initiatives in Africa, Top 50 Digital Economic Enablers in Nigeria by IT Egg News, 100 Leading Telecom and ICT Personalities in Nigeria, Outstanding Commitment Award by University of Lagos Alumni Association, Eminent Personality Award by EKSU State University Alumni Association, and has won several awards from public and private organizations, including EKSU State University, University of Lagos, in the award of Outstanding Commitment, as well as being honored by EKSU State University with a Doctor of Public Administration honoris causa on 23rd June 2018. He has served in many positions at various times where he coordinated the development of actionable programs for NIDA, current strategic pillars. He coordinated the development of strategies and plan for implementation and coordination of Nigeria e-governance, successful mainstream development and launch of various policies on interoperability framework, among others. He has also served as the coordinating chairman of National Interoperability and Enterprise Architecture Committee, Digital Transformation Technical Working Group, and Nigeria Data Protection Implementation Committee. He attended several capacity programs in public sector management, project planning management, digital transformation, and data protection, among others. He's a member of many committees of experts and has chaired some of them. He has represented Nigeria at several local and international engagements and listed among the 100 leading telecom and ICT personalities in sub-Saharan Africa. Dr. Olatunji is happily married with children and remains a great benefactor of our great alma mater, the EKSU State University Ado-Ekiti, in the field of mentoring, donation of ICT facilities to the university, and other forms of alumni benefaction. Hence, he is a global brand of our university, a proud product and worthy alumnus. On this note, may I therefore invite the guest lecturer to make his presentation. Thank you.
The visitor to the university, one of us is Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, the Chancellor of the university, Dr. Tunji Olowolafe. If I was whispering to him that with his speech, he's already done the lecture, maybe I just say thank you to you, sir. The Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Joseph Ayodele, our Royal Father, Oba Ajibade Badegesi Ogoye, the Olowofowo, our Global President, members of the top table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's always a delight for me whenever I'm invited to come back home to contribute to whatever is happening in this university, because this is my foundation, and I cannot forget how we started so many years back. The governor is nodding. Going from Missoula to this place every day, the risk and everything, but we thank God for where He has brought all of us today. And to all of us that are doing wonderfully well, different fields, I congratulate all of you. I say that we are all proud to be students of this great institution. When the global president called me, that I'll be delivering the lecture, I was excited. At the time, looking at my schedule, I was like, wow, how will I make this? But because of my commitment to whatever that has to do with EKSU, I had to cancel so many things to say, I must be here today. In fact, I booked the tickets to come on Overland yesterday. The flight, I don't know what happened, just disappeared from the 9, and the 7 the flight will not approach. So we had to wake up very early yesterday morning to hit the road and come down to Adexi to be part of this. So the topic I'll be speaking on is Beyond the Walls, Building Digital Bridges for Impact. Can we move the slide, please? Now, from the picture here, that is a wall, which ideally will have been a barrier to whatever we want to achieve. But now we want to go beyond the walls. That means we want to break geographical barriers in terms of distance. We want to break class barrier in terms of digital divide. We want to break the barrier of access to information, and as already mentioned by the Pro-Chancellor. As I said in the lecture, he actually identifies a lot of things that resonate very well with the title. Infrastructure, which is major. Without infrastructure, there's no way you can break any barrier. And these are all obstacles that think, oh, these are obstacles. But the good thing is that all these barriers are being broken through digital technologies. If we have to move beyond these walls, we must build bridges to foster collaboration, which the Pro-Chancellor also mentioned. For us to innovate, do things in a completely different way, and harness our digital potentials. We must leverage these bridges, one, to empower ourselves as Nigerians, as members of this community, to empower ourselves as citizens, to drive innovation through shared digital resources, expand opportunities that are available all over the world. But with these barriers, with these bridges, without the bridges, we can't break these barriers and drive meaningful impact on a global scale. And I want us to build this code that we must reimagine our digital futures, not as isolated users, but as connected builders of a just, inclusive, that is involving everybody, and innovative Nigeria. Next slide, please. I'll just a few statistics here. That globally, we have about 8.20 billion people that live on Earth as we speak. Out of this, 5.7 billion, that is 70.5% of the people living in the world today are connected. And we look at the gadgets we use, all our phones, computers, laptops, and so on. As at 2025, February this year, Look, as of 2019, we have about 20 billion devices connected. But there are projections that even as of 2024, this rose to about 41.1 billion gadgets. And by 2030, we are going to have about 40.1 billion gadgets all over the world. That is our phones, our computers, our laptops, our desktops, whatever they are, we are all connected. And we should know that a connected world is a world of collaboration. Because you have access, you can talk to each other, you have information, you have infrastructure that are driving it, you have people who have knowledge to use this infrastructure. Next slide, please. However, as a people, as a developing country, there are a lot of challenges which we must confront and surmount before we can make use of these opportunities available to us. As I said before, there are about 5.6 billion people are connected. That means about 2.6 billion people are not connected. And a lot of our people in the villages are there. They are not the 2.6 billion people. Then there is what is called cyber security threat. A lot of issues are happening around cyber security all over the world. And it has been projected that by 2025, the cost of cyber crime to human beings will be about $10.5 trillion. And over 55 million people will be affected globally. Which speaks to the way that cyber crime, cyber security carries whatever we are doing. Then there is digital literacy. A lot of people cannot write nor read. Even those who can write or read, they understand the powers of technologies and how to use it for socio-economic development. The issue of trust, the issue of privacy, the issue of protecting you as data subject. Whenever you go online to do one thing or the other, because every time you go online, you are leaving your digital footprint. That is, you share your data, your names, your telephone numbers, your name, your bank account details, with those we refer to as data controllers and processors. Do you know the level of security they put in place to protect this information? If such is not protected, the issue of mistrust, there is no confidence in whatever you are doing. With that, we can't achieve anything. But I'm going somewhere with that particular one because there is a turnaround in Nigeria, and that is what I do for now. Next slide, please. Now, also some basic statistics. For those who want to remain analog, who don't want to reskill and retool and relearn, about 92 million jobs will vanish by 2030. Those who are not dependent on technologies now, they will lose their jobs. And the statistics have shown that about 92 million of such jobs will be lost. But the good news is, for those who are ready to learn and relearn and retool and reskill, there were 170 million jobs that were created for them. So there's no point sitting back. I believe it's not going to do things the old way. You must innovate to disrupt, to get things done in new ways. For us to cross this bridge, and for us to take the potentials available in the digital world. IBM has estimated that cyber security gaps globally will cost about $1.7 billion by 2024. Eventually it was even higher than that. And in Europe, which is the home of data privacy and protection, 94.7% of breaches announced were due to non-availability of skilled personnel in data privacy. That is, they don't have enough hands, people, professionals, skilled personnel in data privacy to put in place adequate protection for the data of their data subjects, their clients, and their customers. Which speaks to that the fact that jobs are available in this ecosystem. In Nigeria, the Section 32 of the Nigeria Data Protection Act has mandated all data controllers and processors in Nigeria to employ the services of data controllers and processors. And when we did a calculation of mathematics, working with the Bureau of Statistics, working with CAC, there was 500,000 data controllers and processors in Nigeria. And guess what? When we started the data privacy journey in Nigeria, those of us who are certified data protection officers were less than 5,000. That means there's a gap of 495,000. And anybody can become a certified data protection officer, and jobs are waiting for you. Recently, in the public service, the compliance was very low. We reported to Mr. President. He mandated that all ministries, departments, and agencies of government must process data in compliance with the provisions of the law. How much more these private sector organizations? So jobs are available for data protection officer. This is the gap which we have identified and which we can assist Nigeria in bridging. Top skills in demand globally are these skills that are really good. And that is why I commend you, sir, for what you are doing there. You mentioned AI, which is the global language that we cannot run away from it. That is the truth. And that's why the same machines will be taking the jobs of human. They think like you, they act like you, they do everything for you. But a lot of people are still behind it. So jobs in these areas are the ones that will launch you to the next phase. We talk of AI, robotics, Internet of Things, big data, and so on. Now, looking at the scenario, we need to really evaluate what government has done in Nigeria. Because in this ecosystem, digital ecosystem, there are three major stakeholders: the government, the people, private sector organizations, and innovators. Government is there to create enabling environment, right? The private sector organizations are there to invest and develop skills, develop applications that will drive innovation in the country. I will need to really give kudos to the Nigerian government. He said that we put in place a lot of policies to drive innovation, to drive digital technologies in the country. As listed there, we have the National ICT Policy of 2001, the Government Master Plan, Nigeria Broadband Plan of 2020 to 2025, Digital Economy Policy and Strategies, strategy for the current Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy. There's a blueprint which is in alignment with the 8-point agenda of Mr. President. Then, of course, the Nigeria Data Protection Act of 2023, signed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, DCFR, on the 12th of June 2023. Then we have the National AI Strategy. One good thing about our National AI Strategy, there's one of the best in Africa. As we speak, just about 15, 16 countries in Africa have developed their AI strategy because the African Union has also developed one for the whole of Africa. So a lot of countries are now tapping their own AI strategy from it. But the methodology for creating Nigeria was a kind of co-creation kind of thing. The Honorable Minister invited about 200 experts from all over the world, the area of AI, to share their experiences, to share whatever they have to contribute to our peculiarities in Nigeria. Now we have a very robust and one of the best AI strategy in Nigeria to drive AI in the country. Can you go back to the slide, please? Now, if you look at this circle, what is at the middle is ICT, which is digital technologies, which will drive innovation, that will help us break barriers. And what we have here, there are things like human capital and talents and skills. How do we develop human capital? How do we tap the inherent talents that are youth and all the people in the country? Affordable access, because we keep saying access, at what rate, at what cost, which is really important. Infrastructure, what kind of infrastructure are we ready to be able to have access? Then standards, regulations, not that we just do something for the sake of doing it. We must do it in line with global standards, because when it comes to the issue of ICT, the standard is the same thing all over the world. Either you are in the US, you are in China, you are wherever, it has to be the same. I look at platforms, applications that have been developed, and a lot is coming up in Nigeria because of all the policies that government has already put in place. Next slide, please. Now, what is the way forward for us as a country? As I said, human capital, which is really key. We are very lucky in Nigeria that over 70% of Nigerians belong to the age group of between 18 and 30, which according to the UN, you can refer to as youth. I keep saying I'm also a youth, since I interact with them a lot, and I'm sure His Excellency too. You are one of the youth in Nigeria as we speak today. So we have this very unique advantage all over other countries, that we can really invest in our youth. There are a lot of inherent talent, and they're able to take risks, to break barriers, to get a lot of things done for us in Nigeria. And who says that lives of Zuckerberg, Larry Page, all these Bill Gates, all of them cannot come out of Nigeria. And the Pro-Chancellor has only said that the foundation is being laid, and we are expecting them to come out from it by the grace of God. All of us, yes, some of us may think we are old, but we are not old. We must see ourselves, we are not leaders of tomorrow. Thank God, His Excellency is one of us. When you keep saying we are the leaders of tomorrow, we are the leaders of now. And this is where we need to make impact. If we can have one of us as the governor, one of us as the VC, one of us as the royal father here, we don't have any excuse. The time for us to take action. The time for us to take action is now. And we must all work together to take that action. To build the capacity of our youth, to be able to service the available opportunities in the digital economic sector. Now, in the area of infrastructure, also, this is a very interesting layout. In the sense that we have a lot of submarine cables landing at our coast in Nigeria. At the time, we have only 3, but to speak, we have more than 7 or 9 landing at our coast. Like Glow 1, May 1, Wax, SAT, Equana, and so on. But the challenge, what these cables do is to link up with the rest of the world. It's just like pipes, which through which we have access to bandwidth, which we use to have access to the internet. We have huge deposits of them at the coast. The major challenge now is how to connect the interland. How do we connect places like Ekiti, like Nasarawa, like Sokoto, like Kebbi, different countries? I'll come somewhere with that, what this government is doing on that. Now, there is a project called the Bridge, Project Bridge, which the current government is handling. The focus of that project is to connect all 774 local government areas to that high-speed internet landing on our coast. So there is no excuse for any local government not to benefit from this, use it and make impact in societies and in their economies. This is what federal government has put in place in collaboration with the World Bank. And the aim is to add additional 19,000 kilometers of fiber around the country. And you know what that means. The investment in it is very huge. But thank God, Mr. President has approved it. World Bank is bringing some money. And the ministry also, the federal government have also put in some money in the budget this year for this. The expected outcome of this is to support digital inclusion, which I mentioned before, inclusivity, which is also part of the renewal agenda, lower internet cost, access, which I mentioned before, and enable smart governance, smart education, and businesses to close the connectivity gap. As I said, connectivity gap is a major one. This is expected to close that at completion. A major challenge also has been funding of digital technology infrastructure in Nigeria. You will see this, the graph here in billions. We did for the last 10 years, but we just narrowed down to the past 4 years now. In 2022, the total allocation to the digital economy sector was 159 billion. I'm disclosing this in public domain, so I'm not saying anything that is against any law in Nigeria. They are in the public domain. In 2023, it came down to 47 billion. That was 70% less than what we had in 2022. In 2024, 29.5% billion. All this cannot achieve anything. But the good news is, you look at 2025, as I mentioned, Project Bridge what government has put in place is 463 billion for the digital economy sector. I think we give Mr. President a round of applause. And all of us here will benefit from this. The state government will benefit from it. The university will benefit from it. All the city local government areas, the state will benefit from it. All schools benefit from this. This is huge. This is massive. And it's like breaking the barriers. Otherwise, that would have limited us from having access to what is happening globally. Next slide, please. Now, when all this is put together, there is it for us to monitor and evaluate our performance on a regular basis. If the infrastructures are there, we are developing human capital, we are creating awareness, we have real policy to drive what we are doing. How do you measure performance? And to actually measure if we are actually making the desired impact or not. So a very strategic monitoring and evaluation mechanism must be put in place for us to track progress in whatever we are doing. Next slide, please. Political will, which is really important. Whatever you are doing, if the political will from the highest level of government is not there, we won't achieve anything. And I'm saying to all of us that we have the political will now, more than ever before, from Mr. President, to drive digital technologies in Nigeria. A typical example that relates with us very well in my own ecosystem is the fact that we started the data protection journey in 2019. President Buhari established us as a bureau in 2023. A law was sent to a bill was sent to the National Assembly, it was passed. President Buhari could not sign before he left because of the transition arrangement. He left on the 26th. He left on the 29th. The bill got to him on the 26th. When he left, we were in a big dilemma. But Mr. President came in, we scheduled this bill to him. Within 2 weeks of coming to office, he came here on the 29th. He signed the Nigeria Data Protection Act on the 12th of June, 2 weeks. Which shows somebody that understands the powers of technologies and the need to protect all Nigerians and legal residents in this country wherever they are. And you can also see that as we deposited in the budgetary allocation to the sector in 2025. So policies, budgetary allocation to develop infrastructure, we don't have an excuse not to tap from this advantage. And for the university, sir, you need to really prioritize it. Mr. Vice, sir, you need to really prioritize this, the deployment of digital technologies in whatever you are doing at university. There is no escape from it. Linkages with foreign institutions, access to funds, access to development partners. I really commend the global president for what he is already doing. This is really, really important. There is no escape from it. And that leadership must come from you, sir. And we appreciate Mr. Governor also that in the budgetary allocation to the university is not infrastructure alone. This is the main infrastructure that will drive whatever we want to achieve with this university. And all of us here, whatever we can do to intervene our connections everywhere, we need to also make use of that for us to be able to benefit from what government is doing at the federal level. Next slide, please. Now, I'll just speak briefly about this. This is about protecting you when you go online to do any transaction or the other, one transaction or the other. The foundation is actually in the Constitution of 1999 as amended, section 37, that the privacy of citizens, their homes, correspondence, telephone conversations, and telegraphic communications is thereby guaranteed. How do you guarantee that? Nothing happened until we had the regulation and the law which Mr. President signed. And in terms of privacy is for you as a data subject, you and I, when we give out the information to ensure that it is protected, it is safe and it is secure, and processed within the provisions of the law. Next slide, please. This is Mr. President when he signed the law. And all the law is saying about the act is for us as to protect our digital rights, global competitiveness of our businesses. A lot of businesses now, if you don't have put in place, a lot of countries, if you don't have a data protection law in your country, and an independent data protection authority, they are not ready to do business with you. And we know what Mr. President is doing in inviting investors to the country. This is one of the things they look out for, and we have that in Nigeria already. Next slide, please. I don't want to waste too much time on it, but I need to touch on it since this is what I do. That all you need to do to protect yourself, they are also listed there. Next slide, please. also for data controller. The university is the data controller of major impedance. For people to really have interest and trust in what you are doing, these are things that university need to do. And these are according to section 32, 39 of the law, that you must implement appropriate measures to protect data that you collect in the university. And I think I was there early last year to also talk about this, and I met with the VC, and I think a lot has been done to put in place measures to benefit from this. Next slide, please. Now, there are opportunities in this ecosystem which we can tap from as citizens, as Nigerians. As I said, the training for data protection officers, the gap that is there, you can register the DPCO to carry out compliance service. All these are things around data protection. But I don't want to, but if you need further information, you can consult me, then we'll discuss. Next slide, please. Now, this is where the linkage between all I've said and the university comes up. All I've said about the global perspective, what government is doing in Nigeria, and what we now need to do as EKSU ALUMNI Administration and the management of the university. We have a student body of about 50,000 students with a very strong alumni network. The alumni network, I want us to see this as a key asset for us that we need to use and harness. A lot of us are in different positions that we can get things done for the university. As I said, the governor is here. The pro-chancellor, yes, we have adopted you, sir, as one of us. And the VC, a lot of us are here. Honorable Brother Amola, I don't think there's any of you that you cannot enter in Abuja. Government or development partners or all of us, our two leaders, Engineer Bamishaye, where is Adetuberu? They are very strong pillars, and the current president. We need to really come together to harness this potential that we have to be able to get what we want to achieve. All the faculties, the departments are listed here, the students, and the alumni reach of over 75,000. This is very strong for us. I'll go to some universities, I'll show you what their associations are doing, and we need to tap from what they are doing, which to a large extent resonate with what the Pro-Chancellor has mentioned in his speech. Next slide, please. Now, alumni power digital wins. These are things that the President has already mentioned, what he's currently doing, and I would say that you are on the right track, Mr. President. I will commend you for what you have done. The foundation led by Bamishaye and Adetuberu, we are building excellently well on this. We are happy to work with you. generating 1.9 trillion in annual revenue. And the global digital economy is valued at about $23 trillion. Now, just MIT alone, what they are getting is about $1.9 trillion. Can you remove MIT from the global digital economy? It's not possible. Because of the foundation they have built and what is happening there. The one I mentioned before, the Martin Trust Center for Entrepreneurship, generating 1.9 trillion in annual revenue. And the global digital economy is valued at about $23 trillion. Now, just MIT alone, what they are getting is about $1.9 trillion.
Also, this Harvard.
Can you remove MIT from the global $23 trillion? Now, just MIT alone, what they are getting is about $1.9 trillion.
Also, this Harvard.
Can you remove MIT from the global $23 trillion? Now, just MIT alone, what they are getting is about $1.9 trillion.
Also, this Harvard.
Can you remove MIT from the global $23 trillion? Now, just MIT alone, what they are getting is about $1.9 trillion.
Also, this
platform like EdX, which now reach over 40 million learners globally. This is also an alumni association. Contributes millions annually to scholarships and endowment funds. We have started something on under the endowment pillar, and I need to commend Soji Enyilawo for the way he drove that process, and we are really happy with you, and we commend your effort. He will not allow you to rest. Calls, messages, your endowment fund, please do. We commend you for that. They operate over 200 local and international alumni clubs. We have members all over the world, states, countries, and so on. We need to really come together to harness what we have to really to make desired impact. Next slide, please. Then we need to collaborate. Need for collaboration, bridging gaps, building capacity, which is part of what I've all mentioned. Government provide direction, enabling environment, academia, research, knowledge, and talent development. Students, creativity, energy, and next generation of digital talent. Development partners. One thing that a lot of organizations don't really take advantage of is the work of development partners all over the world. There are a lot of funds available that if you don't have access there, you think they are not there. But you need to really reach out to all these organizations to tap from what they have and benefit from it as another alumni association. The key areas of collaboration which I'm possessing for us to be able to make desired impact: capacity building and talent development among the students, infrastructure development. A lot is happening. We need to do more. Tap from what is happening at the national level. Compliance and regulatory support. Mr. Vice Chancellor, please, all the necessary regulations, frameworks at the federal level that you need to comply with, please comply with them. This will open doors for you. It will open huge doors. You get to any office, they know that you are compliant to the provision of their law. They are happy to work with you. And that will also enhance and they are the development partners to you as an institution. A lot is available that you can tap from. And the truth is, you don't even need to know anybody. Just go online, search for all these things that are available. Set up your whole research team. That is what they will do. We will be working with the global president. I'm sure there are a lot of things that we can have access to. Outreach and awareness, which is really important. We need to do more in the area of creating awareness of activism. And for even bringing this to this convention to the university campus, we thank you, sir, for making that suggestion. It is really, really important for us. All of us. In my own case, there's no time they call me that won't come here. But a lot of us, since we left, we've never been here. Please, let us make it a priority that wherever we are called upon to be here, let us come. See the university, a lot of changes that are already taking place, and we need to add our own to ensure that we complement what is already going on. Next slide, please. Now, as I said, the next thing, I've listed out some action items for us, for the university. What do we need to do at the level of the university? This integrate digital literacy, data protection, artificial intelligence, promote okay, good. Promote applied research in the area of digital technologies, establish innovation hubs. This is really key, where you can incubate ideas, develop talents, and provide development partners to be part of where you do. Build institutional ICT governance, which is really important. Then for alumni associations, develop digital skills, protect ourselves, our data, and put in place measures for appropriate protection, use technology to solve problems. There is no escape from that. And that is the new language that we speak all over the world. Be ambassadors of this institution, of digital technologies. Wherever we go, where we can talk to people, where we can preach what is happening here, let us talk to them. Let's take this message out there to talk to people, to invite them to invest in our institution. Government, sir, appropriate policies, sir, to drive whatever we are doing here. Funding is also very important. I know there are a lot of other sectors competing with the little funding that we have, but this is your own, and you are one of us. Please, we want you to, you have done so well, but we want you to do more to continue to support us, because without funding, all this grammar we are speaking, we can't make any impact, and that is the truth. We appreciate what you have done, but we are still asking for more. The awareness and capacity building, development partners, as I said, they are there to support us. All we need to do is to reach out for them to support us in some of the programs that they have. Next slide, please. Now, to conclude is the fact that the power that is driving whatever we are doing all over we are doing is digital technology, and there is no escape from it. And on the part of all of us that are here, members of this alumni association, whatever we can do to drive this process, please let us do. And for the executives of the alumni association, this is one tool that you can use to bring all of us together, regular meetings, interactions, awareness, and so on. And for the university, sir, even in your administration, there is no escape from digital technologies. You need to invest heavily on this. Like I said, reach out to development partners. There are a lot that is happening out there, and use some of us that are here. We are happy to support you, to work with you. I believe with all of us working together, we will cross the bridge and make impact. And we will need to know that the future is not something we wait for. It's something we build. All of us will work together to build this future. The bridges we build today will define the digital nation, the digital EKSU that our people will inherit tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Please, if you are clapping, you can do more better. Come on, let's make it so resounding. Thank you very much to a very amiable convention speaker, Dr. Vincent Olatunji, CEO, Nigerian Data Protection Commission. Please, can we put our hands together again? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You dealt rigorously with that topic on beyond the walls, building digital bridges for impact. Thank you very much. And we hope from your benevolence, we have the soft copy of that lecture so we can post it on all alumni platforms. One more time, please, can we put our hands together? Can we put our hands together? Big for it. I do humorously say this. I will still need to say a big thank you to Mr. Governor on behalf of people of my community. I'm from an oil producing community in Ekiti State. One of the oil producing community in Ekiti State, Erijin Ekiti. We are known for palm oil. And as of now, we are supplying the town Ikogosi Ekiti, a neighboring town to us, palm oil. As I'm talking to you, I came with 4 liters to give to Mr. Governor. Just to tell you that, and thank you for doing the road from Ilawe to Erijin. Can we put our hands together, big? Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Governor. And of course, the global president is very proud today to have one of his members as the governor of his state. Isn't he lucky? Please, can we put our hands together again? Such a time to have it this way. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are moving so fast now, and without further ado, we would like to invite Professor Olu Olatunji to please come for updates and needs assessment by the Directorate of Advancement, Linkages and Alumni Relations. Please, have we put our hands together for him as he comes forward. Your Excellency, our dear Governor of our beautiful state, Primus inter pares of this gathering, the Chancellor, like never before, the Right Honorable Speaker of the Status of Assembly, my Vice Chancellor, permit me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to extend all other protocols. My speech is already in circulation, and to save our time, we are not going to go to the specificities, but I'm going to start by presenting a quotation, and it goes thus. Together we took on Nigeria's 55 trillion naira budget challenge and proposed bold but people-focused reforms, land value taxation, digital economy licensing, informal sector inclusion, luxury asset taxation. The experience reminded me that tax reform isn't just about revenue, it's about justice, inclusion, and innovation. Your Excellency, distinguished Assembly, that was the report taken from the report of 300 level students of Ekiti State University who were working 1 week here with international scholars to analyze Nigerian 5 trillion naira budget. You would think it was the Minister of Finance that was talking somewhere. EKSU is blessed with wonderful students, and this is just an example that I'm starting with. I want to present the beauty of the achievement of our university. That has also been taken care of in the newsletter that is also already in circulation. And so we will not go to the details. But in my speech, I have made an allusion to the concept of EKSU 2.0. The title of my speech is Beyond the Walls to Higher Ground, EKSU 2.0, Updates and Needs. Recently, the Times Higher Education, a global body that is responsible for ranking of universities, ranked EKSU as the best state university in Nigeria. And this has been consistent since 2024. We started with number 172, pre-Olanikwekun administration. Before the end of the Olanikwekun administration, we moved to number 14. Eventually, as I speak, we are number 11 and the very best. The concept of EKSU 2.0 is about comparing ourselves with the masters in the game, not in the lower league. We want to take our university to the bigger league. And so we subjected all the metrics of development and ranking of universities and compare us with the best university according to Times Higher Education 2025-2026, UNILAG and University of Ibadan. This assembly to recognize the fact that though we have done well, but before we can move to the very big league, we have a lot to do. It has to be a big synergy between the alumni and our development partners, our owner and proprietor and promoter, the government, and of course the staff and students of our great university.
has captured it all. Followed by the speech of my brother, Dr. Vincent Olatunji, has also further emphasized the fact that we have gotten to a stage where not just the big buildings alone will make a great university. We have a powerhouse of human capital resources that can drive and move our great university to the big league of committee of universities. On the final page of my speech, we have a list of the needs, as well as those things that the university must do. We have a list of the needs for our great university. You can go through those lists and contact us to discuss with us. The Office of the Vice Chancellor, I'm directly responsible to the Vice Chancellor on anything that has to do with advancement, linkages, and alumni relations of this great university. We will be very happy to have you talk to us. We are ready for business. My time is very short in this speech, but permit me to tell you the potentials that are here and where we are going. Just about 3 weeks ago, we pitched the students of this great university with their colleagues all over the world in a special program. And to the glory of God, the best 2 universities in that contest came from Nigeria. The third came from America. The first university was University of Lagos, and the second university was EKSU State University. While the third was the University of Colorado. I don't know why Unilag is after us. We went to England, to University of West of England. A few months later, they ran there too. And when the Professors Without Borders, a group of international scholars, decided to nominate 2 universities in Nigeria for their program, they nominated Unilag and EKSU. And now 3 weeks ago, Unilag and EKSU are still moving shoulder to shoulder. I have the pleasure to announce to this gathering that our students in the Department of Geology did us proud in that competition. They came second. With the kind permission of Your Excellency, the Chairman, Chancellor, if Professor Aturamu, if Boluwatufe and her team, if they are in this hall, they should stand up for recognition for doing us proud. Thank you very much. These are the ones that took us past University of Colorado. And that means that the concept of EKSU 2.0 is that it is time to move to higher grounds of achievement. Our current status as the best state university in Nigeria put us at a band of 1,501 plus. University of Ibadan is in the band of 801 to 1,000 band plus. In the next 5 years, we want to a band of the first 1,000 in the world, 100 in the world, by the grace of God. It is doable. It is possible. Once again, I want to welcome you all back home to your alma mater. It has been a while to have you around. Our dear university, in conclusion, is doing well. However, there is a great need to seek higher grounds in the big league of globally recognized units. If our geology students can move ahead of their counterparts from the University of Colorado, USA, then we can. And I say we should seek greater global relevance, reputation, and competitiveness. This is our time to break new and higher grounds. With you, our alumni, and our support pillars, it is time to leave the small league and move to the big league. It is time to unleash the power of EKSU 2.0. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, amiable professor. Thank you for bringing those notable achievements together for us to know how far we have gone as one body. Please, one more time, can we put our hands together for Professor Vincent? Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on now. And at this point, I would like to respectfully invite His Royal Majesty Ọba Joseph Adebayo Adewole Arojojoye III, Owa Ajiro of Ijiro Kingdom, to please make his way to the podium. Please, Eba mi ṣe kábíyèsí o. Thank you. Also, in this place, I would also like to respectfully invite to the podium as well His Royal Majesty Ọba Ojogbo of Omi Kingdom, Ọba Akinyelure Olorunṣọlá. Eba mi ṣe kábíyèsí. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Briefly, this time awards to you the past president of this great alumni body, and I have the honor to invite Pastor Ari Basoye to please take it further. Thank you.
I'll be inviting the global president. I'll be inviting the president of our association and also our dear Royal Majesty, who is going to also be joining the president in presenting these awards to our former leaders who in the time past have served, and their sacrifices and their service to the alumni of this great institution has laid solid foundation to what we are currently building on. So can we please invite the Olowo of Owo to please come and help us do this honor of presenting the awards to our former and past presidents, and also joined by the global president. Please celebrate our dear Royal Majesty, the Olowo of Owo, also the global president. First on our list, can you see? First on our list is the first ever global president of our dear station. He served within 1988 to 1998. Mr. Stephen Bula Akinshipe, first global alumni president. Celebrate him, celebrate him.
On behalf of the EKSU alumni collectively, I have the honor and privilege to present this award to your good self, Leadership Service Award, Presented to Mr. Akinshikwe Stephen. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Next is Dr. P.S. Ogundano, second alumni president. He served within 1998 and year 2000. Dr. P.S. Ogundano. Okay, it's not around. Let's move to the next. He served within 2000 and 2003 of blessed memory, late barrister Kole Ajayi. Okay, then this person also served within between 2003 and 2007. Dr. Olawale Jegede. All right, within 2007 and 2010, he served Chief Dr. Jadesola Babatola Jet. 2007 to 2010.
On behalf of the EKSU alumni, I have the honor and privilege to present this Leadership Service Award to your good self, Dr. Jadesola Babatola. Congratulations.
Also within 2010 and 2011, he served Dr. Steve Akadri. Dr. Steve Akadri, 2010 to 2011.
On behalf of the EKSU alumni, I have the honor and privilege to present the Leadership Service Award to your good self, Dr. Steve Akadri, who happens to be my very good friend.
And within between 2011 and 2013, Alhaji Bola Ogunlayi served. Alhaji Bola Ogunlayi. Please celebrate him also.
On behalf of the EKSU alumni, I have the honor and privilege to present this Leadership Service Award to your good son, Mr. Bola Ogunlayi, who served between 2011 and 2014.
And of course, after Alhaji Bola Ogunlayi, Professor Matthew Ayeni served within 2013 and 2018. Then next to him is Asiwaju Dr. Oludotun Adetuberu, who served within 2016 and 2019.
Yeah.
Dr. Oludotun Adetuberu.
Stand up for the champion, stand up.
Asiwaju.
Stand up, stand up, for the champion, stand up.
On behalf of the EKSU alumni, I have the honor and privilege to present this Leadership Service Award to your good self, Engineer Shiberu, for your wonderful performance during your tenure. Congratulations.
Asiwaju, Oni.
And next to Dr. Oludotun Adetuberu is our immediate past global president, dynamic, energetic, and resourceful engineer Dipo Bamisaye.
Akinyi, how malolo diko.
Celebrate him as he comes. Our own dear engineer, Dipo Bamishaye, he served between 2019 and 2024.
Bamisaye, engineer, máa gbẹ́sẹ̀ lọ gangan. Ó ní káwa tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ eré. Bọ́sà.
On behalf of the EKSU alumni, I have the honor and privilege to present this leadership award, leadership award to your good self, Engineer Dipo Bamishaye, for your wonderful service between year 2021 and 2025. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Engineer Dipo, Baba, Honey.
Thank you, Kabisi. Please celebrate our own dear Kabisi, the Olowo of Owo.
Heaven came down and glory filled my soul. Engineer Dipo, heaven came down, my glory filled my soul. My sins were washed away. I'm not lost on today. Heaven came down, my glory filled my soul. Nítorí ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa bàbá adúpẹ́. Heaven came down, and glory filled my soul. Registrar Baba Tiwa, only heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now we are gradually getting to the grand finale of today's event, and purposefully is also one of the major agenda that this event has been themed after. And of course, this is the aspect of calling some of our adoptees into the alumni hall of fame. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a big guest.
His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji is a distinguished leader who has brought transformative change to Ekiti State through
Alright, please media, can you please bring it down a bit so we can cordially coordinate this aspect of the program. Please, I would like to invite the Chancellor, Dr. Olafe, to please come join me here. Also, the Global President to please stand beside him. There's a time whereby we'll be inducting the visitor of this university into this great aspect of the alumni. And may I respectfully ask His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ekiti, to rise up while the citation will be going on in Ethiopia. Media, can we go?
His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji is a distinguished leader who has brought transformative change to Ekiti State through his visionary governance and to peace, progress and sustainable development. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Political Science from the then Ondo State University, now Ekiti State University at Ekiti. Master's degree in International Relations and Strategic Studies from the University of Ibadan. Lectured at the Department of Political Science at EKSU from 1993 to 1997. He was Special Assistant Parliamentary Affairs to Governor Niyi Adebayo from 1999 to year 2000. He was promoted to Special Governor Kayode Fayemi. He later appointed Commissioner, Ministry of Budget, Economic Planning and Service Delivery from January to October 2014. Oyebanji also climbed another ladder of responsibility when he was appointed the Secretary to the Ekiti State Government in 2018 by Governor Kayode Fayemi and served till December 2021. He was Chairman, Governing Board, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center and Sports Development from June 2009 to December 2010. He served Development Fund, the position he held concurrently up to is unparalleled. Since his assumption of duty as governor, Mr. Oyebanji has been impacting the various sectors of the Ekiti State economy, from infrastructure development to education. Leadership has earned him widespread recognition, has transformed Ekiti State, making it a model for good governance and sustainable development. Because of his outstanding performance, his party, the resource arrangement. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Mr. Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji is an inductee of the EKSU Alumni Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we keep clapping? Can we keep clapping for the governor on the elite category of this investiture of the Alumni Hall of Fame? Please, can we keep put our hands together? Can we put our hands together? Big for the first recipient and the first inductee into the Alumni Hall of Fame is Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. Can we shout bow? Can we shout bow?
You got on me to go be ha!
Solo.
I wanted to be, this is the way I wanted to be. Want to be a governor. Hey, we want to be a governor. Hey, we want to be a governor. This is the way we wanted to be.
Thank you.
Oh, your man, boy, shall stand. We shall stand. Bow. Oh, your man, bow. Oh, your man, bow. Oh, your man, we shall stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Union government, thank you.
Bow.
Thank you. We appreciate. Let's make it cordial. Thank you very much. We celebrate you. Amiable students, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have our seats during this time?
His Excellency, the EKSU Alumni Hall of Fame, Honorary His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, our Executive Governor of Ekiti State, Nigeria, for walking the path of excellence, for lifting the banner of knowledge with pride, and for shining as a beacon of hope and inspiration to the EKSU family and the world beyond. With gratitude, sir, we enshrine your legacy in the Hall of Fame, inducted this first day, November 2025. Congratulations.
iṣẹ́ wa ẹ wò gbòòrò wò ìgboro ní ẹ wò tẹ́ ẹ rí iṣẹ́ wa.
All right. All right, thank you. Your Excellency.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kulu kulu.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please let's have a quorum. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we are moving on to the next category of this investiture, which is a platinum category. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to respectfully invite Mr. Abayomi Adejeri to please step forward. Talking together for him. Mr. Abayomi Adejeri.
We also want to invite the Chancellor to also do us this honor by presenting this award to the nominees.
Profile of Abayomi Adeyeri, FICA, HCIB. Abayomi holds a BSc in Botany from the then Ondo State University, now Ekiti State University in 1990, and MBA in Marketing from the University of Maiduguri in 1994. He is a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management as well as the National Institute of Marketing. He is also a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Credit Administration. He lectured briefly at the University of Maiduguri before changing his career path to banking in 1996. He worked with Diamond Bank Nigeria, Standard Trust Bank, Prudent Bank, and EcoBank, where he retired in 2015 after a meritorious service. He is an honorary senior member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria and eminent peace ambassador of the International Association of World Peace Advocates of the United Nations. Abayomi also got certified by Harvard University through EDX in 2020 as an expert in entrepreneurship in emerging economies. Abayomi, in partnership with other vibrant investment bankers in the finance space in Nigeria's economy, took bold steps and acquired Tantalizers PLC in 2024 and turned it around to Global Financial Services Limited, a finance company licensed and supervised by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Abayomi is happily married to Ibironke with promising children. He is an inductee of the EKSU Alumni Hall of Fame.
For walking the path of excellence, for lifting the banner of knowledge with pride, and for shining as a beacon of hope and inspiration to EKSU family and the world beyond. With gratitude, sir, we enshrine your legacy in the Hall of Time, inducted this first day of November 2025. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Next on our list is Barrister Tope Adebayo.
The firm, one of the most challenging cases in international asset recoveries and disputes arising from problem management and administration in the telecommunications, oil and gas industries, with a commendable and proven track record of handling cases in the Superior Courts to LLM at the University of Lagos. He is an alumnus of the prestigious Harvard Kennedy School of Executive Education. Mr. Tope Adebayo is a member of the Nigerian Bar Association and International Bar Association. He is a capital markets consultant registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. He is also a registered member of the Financial.
For walking the path of excellence, for lifting the banner of knowledge with pride, for shining as a beacon of hope and inspiration to the EKSU and the world beyond. With gratitude, we enshrine your legacy in the Hall of Fame, inducted this first day, November 2025. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Barrister Tope Adebayo. Next on our list is Dr. Vincent